I've been getting a lot of questions of late on how to get a work permit in Switzerland. You guys want to know what the best methods or the easiest ways are. This question is very important because some of us already know that as a foreigner, you are not permitted to work in Switzerland without a work permit. In fact, the rules are more flexible for those from the EU or EFTA states than those from the third world countries. I will leave the countries that are part of the EU or the EFTA states in the description box below so that you will know where you belong in case you are not too sure. So I decided to make a video in order to show to you some of the routes of getting a work permit here in Switzerland. Hello lovelies, you are welcome back to my channel. And for those of you who are new here, you are welcome. Please do subscribe to this channel and click on the bell notification button so that you will be notified each time I release a new video. Today, I'll be talking about how to obtain a permit to work in Switzerland. To get a permit to live and work in Switzerland largely depends on which country you are from. Like I stated earlier, the requirements for entering and living in Switzerland are not the same for everyone. For instance, citizens of the European Union country, I mean the EU, and those from the third world countries, as they are often called, is not the same. But I'll be explaining to you some options that are open to you if you are from the third world country. So let's dive right into it. The easiest option I would say is to get married. If you are a spouse to a Swiss citizen, for instance, or someone from the EU country who work and live in Switzerland, you are also free to work in Switzerland and can take up any job at any time. I would like to add also that if you are married to someone who has a resident permit, you are also allowed to work in the country as long as your partner works in Switzerland, but you must be legally married. It doesn't matter if your partner is an expatriate to Switzerland or locally employed. But getting married is not that easy, as it is a commitment that requires compromise, sacrifice, revealing yourself to another person, and shouldn't be because you are interested in the permit of the person. So it is not because you want to travel out that you will hurriedly make up your mind on getting married. However, if a couple should divorce, where one of the partner happen to be a Swiss or a C permit holder, and the spouse is a citizen from a third country, the spouse will lose the permit if they were not married for up to 3 years or if they were not living together in the same household. Secondly, finding a job in Switzerland will enable you to obtain the Swiss work permit. I know someone may be asking if it is that easy. Finding a job here may seem like an impossible mission. However, there are ways you can go about it. If you don't already have an employer in Switzerland, for instance, one of the easiest ways to find a job that you desire is through a recruitment agency. There are international recruitment agencies that can help foreigners find job in Switzerland that is suitable for their skills and experience. These people know the local job market and they do help with job applications, CV, interview, and also give tips on how to secure the job. After you have secured the job, the next thing is to complete the Swiss work visa document file, and this you have to do in your country, probably with the help of an international lawyer to help simplify things for you. Then your employer will apply for your resident permit in Switzerland. So if you are from the third world country, you are eligible to apply for a Switzerland work visa if you meet the following conditions. Firstly, you have to be a skilled and qualified worker. You are a manager or a specialist and you have a university degree with several years of work experience and specific expertise. Secondly, if you already have a job waiting for you and the organization has searched all around and there is no European Union citizen who could take up the job instead. And finally, if the annual quota for Swiss work visa allows it. So if you meet these requirements and your employer is applying for your resident permit, then you can apply for your Switzerland work visa. You can find a job in whichever way you feel is easiest for you, but the bottom line is that you need a job before you can apply for a Swiss work visa. So in summary, the steps to apply for Switzerland work visa are these. Step 1, have a valid job offer from an employer in Switzerland. Step 2, your employer applies for a resident permit which allows you to work in the country. Step 3, you have to apply for a work visa from your country. Step 4, after you get your visa, you can enter Switzerland and register at the residence registry office for a resident permit. Then step 5, once you receive your resident permit, you will be eligible to live and work in Switzerland. Then the last but not the least method of getting your work permit in Switzerland is through a company transfer. If you work with a multinational company that has branches or a branch in Switzerland and having worked with them for several years, you seek for a transfer to their branch office in Switzerland. That can also be another means of getting your work permit. So these are some of the ways of securing a Switzerland work permit. Feel free to add some other ways known to you in the comment section below, and I will see you in another video. Love from Hilaric's World.